Hi all, it's Lily Hijazi Sakai, the Advocacy Coordinator from Catholic Charities, and I'm here to share our April Advocacy Update. Today marks the start of a week-long legislative break, a time when state legislators pause from their usual schedule of committee hearings to reconnect with constituents in their home districts. We're going to this recess with strong momentum for our top priorities to prevent and end homelessness. Here is the progress you've helped us achieve so far. In a normal year, legislators typically focus a session on policy items, but with the exceptional size of our state's budget surplus this year means it's anything but normal, and session really looks and feels a lot more like another budget year. Fortunately for us, housing and homelessness have been a big part of these discussions, and we're excited that ongoing funding for our top three priorities are active as part of a House Human Services Omnibus bill. It includes $85 million for Emergency Service Program, which would include ongoing flexible funding for emergency shelter operations and services like those at Catholic Charities St. Paul and Minneapolis Opportunity Centers. It also includes an extra $10 million per year in funding for the Homeless Youth Act. This dedicated funding would help support youth experiencing homelessness and help fund emergency youth shelter services like what is provided at Catholic Charities Hope Street. It also includes changes to housing support, a statewide housing assistance program to ensure veterans and individuals with disabilities are not forced to pay more than 30% of their benefits on housing. This would help address the financial barriers that currently deter moves out of shelter and that limit individuals' ability to build greater financial and housing independence. The Senate, unfortunately, has not included any of these investments or reforms in their version of the omnibus bill, but their inclusion in the House means there's still time and opportunity for them in the final supplemental budget bill. Catholic Charities and its partners will continue to educate legislators about how essential these policy reforms and investments are to disrupt trends in homelessness across the state. In addition to our top priorities, there are a variety of other proposals still live in other omnibus bills that are tied to our support agenda in housing, homelessness, health, and social justice. They include one-time investments to support the transition of temporary shelter sites and services put in place as part of Hennepin and Ramsey County's regional pandemic response. Additional ongoing investments for shelter-linked mental health grants, which allows shelters to support youth mental health while also working to stabilize their housing. $400 million for housing infrastructure bonds to increase the supply of deeply affordable and accessible housing across the state. Prohibiting source of income discrimination in housing to ensure individuals aren't denied housing based on having a Section 8 voucher. Policy reforms to require pre-eviction notices and reform eviction expungements to prevent homelessness and reduce barriers to future housing stability. Expanding access to affordable childcare through investments and reforms to the Child Care Assistance Program, or CCAP, new child tax credits, addressing food insecurity by increasing income limits for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, and investing in the direct care workforce through rate increases for PCAs, or personal care attendants, and elderly and disability waivers, which will help more individuals live stably and independently in their own homes. Legislators will return to the Capitol on Tuesday, April 19th, where they will continue to debate and amend these pieces of legislation as they make their way to the House and Senate floors. You can stay connected for more updates and lend your voice to Catholic Charities advocacy by signing up for our action alerts by texting VOICE to 50457. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next month.